Hey there, it's Brian Gormley with another edition of Where in Greater DC. As everyone knows, we film all over the Washington, D.C., Baltimore region, different location each week, and let you, the listener, guess our filming location. If you guess it right and you're the first one to send your guess to support at Cornerstone Properties, homeinfo.com. That's support at Cornerstone Properties, homeinfo.com. You get the prize of the week, whatever we're giving away, free gift certificate to a restaurant or tickets or whatever it is. So we're at a fun place this week. Hope you can see in the background a little bit, and I think we're going to hear a big monster truck coming over here on the other side in a second. Here he comes. My favorite was the was petting the skinless, woolless sheep after they sheared him. Anyway, I hope we've given you enough clues about our filming location this week. So what I wanted to talk to you about for a substantive topic was when you would ever file bankruptcy as opposed to doing a short sale. And the chances of you filing bankruptcy are actually pretty small when you think about it rationally. And I know a lot of bankruptcy attorneys may have a different view on this, but they're also a little bit self-interested, if you don't mind me saying so. Objectively speaking, let's take a step back. Bankruptcy is the worst thing you can do for your credit, right? It stays on your credit for 10 years, has the biggest impact on your score. It affects your ability to get credit in the form of credit cards or buying a house or anything like that for the longest period of time. So generally speaking, it's the atom bomb of debtor-creditor relationships. You don't want to do it if you don't have to. Foreclosure is the second worst, followed by deed in lieu of foreclosure. Those are the worst things that you can do for your credit. So if you can avoid all of those things, that's a good thing, right? Generally speaking. So if you can do a short sale as opposed to filing bankruptcy and getting a foreclosure on the record, that's what you want to do, especially when you can do a short sale and get the deficiency waived. Getting the deficiency is waived, as most people know, is when you get all your debt released, even though you've sold your house for less than what it's owed. You gotta love the horns. So that's the goal, right? Now, the purpose of a bankruptcy is to clear all the debt out. It does not stop a foreclosure. It postpones a foreclosure. It does not ultimately stop the foreclosure permanently. It will temporarily stop it in the sense of postponing it. That's it. That's all it does. People under the misimpression that it stops foreclosures, and it does not do that. It postpones them. Okay, so all that said and done, when would you actually want to file bankruptcy? If you can do a short sale and get that house out of your financial picture, and even get the deficiency waived, and even if you can't, you always have the bankruptcy option later on. So it's still better to do a short sale at the forefront of your calculations. When would you file bankruptcy? Okay, well there's 2 or 3 instances where I would say it actually makes sense. Number one, as I just alluded to, if you've got a lot of debt, you're after the short sale, you're done, and you didn't get the deficiency waived, maybe you've got a bunch of credit card debt and so on, that may be a time when you've got creditors hounding you as the debtor, and you don't really have any other options, you don't have any money, you can't settle the debt. That's when you would seriously consider filing bankruptcy. Okay, so that's after the short sale. A second time is when you actually use it offensively. Let's say you haven't been able to get a foreclosure postponed. So there's this little provision that allows you to file bankruptcy without paying anything. You can file pro se, meaning you don't need any representation. You fill out the documents in the court, file it a day or 2 before foreclosure, and bam, your foreclosure is stopped. It's postponed. All right? There's a stay, it's called a stay, of the creditor actions, and in this case, foreclosure. That stops the debt in the tracks. You don't pay anything. In 2 to 3 weeks, the case is sort of discharged. I should say dismissed, actually. A proper word is dismissed, meaning it just falls away in layman's terms. It disappears as if you didn't file. Your credit still probably takes a hit, but for all other purposes, it's as if you didn't file. And it throws the creditors in a tailspin. They got to restart the foreclosure process, and it gives you a lot more time to get your short sale done or get any other action that if you have equity in your house to get your house sold or whatever. Okay, so that's instance number one. It's really kind of a last resort. You really want to try to get that foreclosure postponed, but on its own merits, either through a short sale offer, through resolution of the creditor relationship, or otherwise. Okay. And the only other time that I can think of that bankruptcy really makes a lot of sense, especially in the context of a short sale, is after the short sale. It's if you owe tax, and this is a whole other topic to discuss on another video. And I've done this actually in last year in talking about tax ramifications. But if you do owe tax, and 99% of people do not owe tax after a short sale, that's sort of the 2-second version. But if you do end up owing tax, and there's some people who do, after a short sale, you've got cancellation of indebtedness income. It's actually wise to consider filing bankruptcy in that same year before the tax year is over, and you get that 1099, because after you start owing the IRS, then it's not dischargeable in bankruptcy. So you want to try to get that discharged ahead of time before it becomes a statutory lien and so on and can't get discharged. Definitely consult a bankruptcy attorney, though, before you decide to do that. I am a layman. Okay, that is it for me. I'm going to do a little 360. Actually, why don't we head over there and walk up back to the causeway. Had a little fun this week here, and encourage you all to head on out to one of these during the course of the next 4 or 6 weeks. There's a bunch of them around the state. And I'm going to go take a ride on the monster truck. See you later.